Hello, everyone. I'm Chidera Aririguzo, a senior player here at St. Edward's on the women's soccer team. As you all may know, last month was Black History Month, and during this month of March, we are now celebrating Women's History Month. Today, we are highlighting the feats of Christina Johnson, who is a pioneer within St. Edward's athletics, being the first Black woman in department history to represent our softball program in 1989. I've been so fortunate enough to connect with her and her father, Mr. Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us, Christina and Mr. Johnson. It's truly a pleasure to meet and speak with you all. So I'm going to start off with you, Christina. You were the first Black woman to represent our softball program here at St. Edward's. When did you start playing softball and what sparked your interest in the game?
Well, I'm the last of 6 kids, and my parents really believed in keeping us active. So when I was 6 years old, they signed us up for Pop Warner softball. So I started at 6 and never stopped until my second year of college.
So this passion that you had to play, that really drove your interest to compete at the next level, which is the collegiate level, and play for a university. What made you decide to go to St. Edward's?
Well, my parents have always raised us in the Catholic Church. Mm-hmm. And so we were really interested in going to a college that would help shape my mindset as well as my spirituality. And when they put me in softball, they said this would be a way for you to get your college paid for. Mm-hmm. So early on, when I started playing softball, that was at the forefront of my mind that this is going to help pay for my college. So that was my motivation, my drive, as well as just playing a sport was fun.
With all of those different factors impacting you and your family, you definitely didn't allow any of those obstacles to get in the way of your game as a fierce competitor. In your time, you received some notable accolades, including the NAIA All-District First Team and All-Heart of Texas in 1989. What would you say fueled your game to compete and succeed?
Several things. First of all the doubters. Because when I got ready to go to St. Ed's, a couple weeks before the state meets, I tore my ACL. And so right before that, I really wanted, track was my love. Like I had blindness speed, I love track. Mm-hmm. And I was scouted by Rice University and Texas Southern, and I wanted to go to Rice on a track scholarship. Mm-hmm. But, you know, my dad said a smart rat always has more than one hole. So we had softball as our backup plan. Mm-hmm. And so I got signed on with Coach Kaler without him actually even seeing me play, just based on my reputation and my statistics at the time. So my driving force when I went to St. Ed's that first year is to prove to everybody that said, oh, she's done for, she can't make it, or she'll never be as fast as she's gonna be. So that's why I was so proud of my leading the league in stolen bases at St. Ed's, because it's like I worked hard to rehab and get back. But not only that, you know, I was the first of my family to go to college. My brother went, I was the first female to go to college. And, you know, females have always been underrated, like we're not as smart just because we're females. And so I was really excited, and going to St. Agnes in high school kind of helped embody my confidence as a female as well. And so my driving force to prove to people that said I couldn't do it, show them that I can, to prove it to myself that, hey girl, this is something you've always wanted to do. Let's see what you're gonna do with it. My dad, the one word to wisdom my mom and dad told me when I first went to St. Ed's was, look, you not only represent yourself and this family, but you represent other Black kids coming before you. So don't go up there acting a doggone fool. I remember that. I remember like, and I remember feeling so much pressure. I'm like, oh my God, you know, I didn't think of it like that, but that's true. So I wanted to make it right.
I love that. That's amazing. And you did make a mark. You definitely did. So I imagine you had plenty of fun on the pitch and off of it. What would you say is your favorite St. Edward's memory?
The camaraderie that I had with my teammates just made it all worth it. And we just went out there and we just had a ball. It was just a first for all of us, and we just all had a great time. So I would definitely say our practices were my highlights, because it was just out there and calling our plays and saying what we're gonna do. It was fun. That was it.
You paved the way for many, not only making history for the overall Black community, but even more specifically for women and women athletes across all programs, even aside from softball. So what advice would you offer to current and future athletes about their collegiate experience and how they could leave a mark the way you left your mark?
Well, first of all, definitely always keep your eyes on the prize. That's what my dad said. Don't lose focus. Don't ever let anything deter. And my parents taught me about the 3 R's in life: religion, respect, and responsibility. First and foremost, always put God first. Put God first in everything that you do. He'll see you through it. That's why St. Ed's was important to our family, because it was helping continue that mindset and put me in an environment where I knew God would be first place in my education and my heart and my development. Second is respect. You have to have respect for yourself and have respect for others, regardless of what anybody say or do. Don't ever let anybody make you lose that respect or allow yourself to lose that respect. Third one is responsibility. Take care of your responsibilities. If you want to be a biology major, you're missing your labs because of your traveling, which happened to me a lot. Don't let that deter you. Find a way to make it work. Don't allow yourself to have excuses. So keep your eyes on the prize. Keep the 3 R's in life: religion, respect, responsibility, and stay focused.
The 3 Ds.
3Ds. Tell them about the 3Ds. What you got? Go ahead, say it, Pops.
Desire, dedication, and determination.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the 3Ds he raised us on as well.
Wow.
You gotta want something. Because a lot of people, they don't achieve anything because they don't want anything. You gotta dig deep within yourself and say, if this is something worth having, I need to make the sacrifice to make it happen. Yeah. And a lot of times people give up right before they make it to where they need to be. And that's the time you need to dig your heels in deeper and work harder. So like my dad said, the 3Ds: desire, you got to want something; dedication, you got to be dedicated, do the extra practices, do those extra sit-ups, do the online videos that they have now available, ask advice, always be coachable, no matter how much training you've had prior to college. Be coachable, listen to what somebody else have to say, and then determination. Don't ever stop.
Yes. On that note, I would like to again thank all of you for donating your time and for all of the contributions that you made to the St. Edward's community. I'm a firm believer that in order to progress, we have to honor and reflect on the past. So I truly appreciate all of you sharing your perspectives that are so unique about your past experiences here at St. Edward's. It was a beautiful interview and I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate y'all taking the time, and I can't believe we got a girls soccer team. I always want to play soccer too. I love soccer, and my parents said, "Nah, don't play soccer. You're gonna bust your knee." So
they weren't wrong.
Said, play at the house.
They weren't wrong. These get busted pretty often in the game.
Yeah,
we love
it.
Great.
That's great. Yeah, St. Ed's has come a long way. Yeah, that little chapel was the refuge, and that campus was just great. It's great to see how much it's grown.